Hey guys, Julie with Nothing is Wasted Designs. Come on in. We are going to make a Tic Tac Toe board with a stencil from Essential Stencils. So this is what we have. We're going to paint a board, and then I got some Dragonfly Glaze. Have never used it, and I want to try using it tonight. So we'll see how it goes. All right, so we've got our X's and our O's. I was hoping that I had, these are going to be kind of a little bit big. I was hoping that these are 4-inch canvas panels. I was hoping that I had a 3-inch, enough 3 inches, but I didn't. I only have 6, and I think you need 4 of each one, which means that you need 8. So we're going to go with the 4-inch since I don't have enough 3-inch. And then there's 2 different patterns for this. Let me go ahead and bring this out and show y'all. I don't think this is going to take very long, but you know me. I can turn a 10-minute project into an hour. All right, here we go. Oh, thank you very much. Appreciate that. So what are y'all having for dinner tonight? We're going to have, what's it called? Lemon caper flounder?
Sure.
Lemon caper flounder. Chef Seth is cooking tonight. So, all right. Uh-oh. Let's see what we got here. Oh, this is interesting. Let me try this. This is pretty flimsy, but it's got to be like that. So, interesting. All right, we're gonna see where this goes, y'all. Come on in. All right, so this is one of the Tic Tac Toe boards, and we're gonna just do it like this, or we can use this one. We can do the arrows. I think I want to do just the traditional one. I don't know. What do y'all think? Should we do the arrows? Let's see how these fit on here. So these are 4-inch Soho canvas, 4x4 Soho canvas panels. And I'm going to just open these up. I want to see how these are going to fit. I guess they could fit like that. And I wanted to make sure, yeah, I guess that'll work. I was thinking, really, if you're going to make this, I would recommend that you get 3-inch canvas panels because they'll fit inside of here a little bit better. All right, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to go with this. Let me get my little opener here. It's a little pointy thing. It should be in here. Huh. Where did it go? There it is, hiding in the back. All right. I like to use this to get the plastic off because you can grab a hook of this. Hope y'all have had a good day today. Have y'all done anything exciting today? I went to BJ's, and I think that's about all I've done today. And now we're going to do a project, and I'm really excited about using this what's it called? Dragonfly Glaze. It's a color changing top coat. So we're going to paint the board. I think I want to do it in green. I think I want to do something green-like. I'm feeling green today. I must have because I wore a green shirt today. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and pull these out. And I've got one more set. And we are going to, so we've got, I guess we could do 9. I don't think we need 9. I think we only need 8 of these. Huh? We'll see. We'll see. All right, we're going to put that over here. And I got one more. We're going to get all of these open. get them all open. So if you buy these, you know, you can use these 4-inch canvas panels for trivets also, like coasters, not trivets, but coasters. You can use them to make coasters. But I'm going to make a Tic Tac Toe board, and I figured that this would be like a great travel project. Like if you had a, if you're going to take a trip with kids, they could play this in the car. They could play it in the hotel. They can play it at the campsite, you know, and it's pretty, it's not a whole lot to carry. We could make a little bag to put the board and the, I'm not going to make a bag tonight, but you could. Just make like a little carry bag for this. It wouldn't take much to make it. All right, so we're going to get all of these out. And I'm going to just go ahead and I'm going to stack these because we are going to paint all of these. And I think the color that I want to use is aqua green. It's a bright aqua green. So this is what I think I want to play with tonight. And so what do y'all think? Should I do the arrows, or should I do the traditional? If I do the traditional size, I'll just need some black paint to put this over the green. What do you think? Should we do the arrows, or trying to decide which one I want to do? Let's see how it looks on here. All right, if we do this, then we would get that and this. Make sure that they fit. Now these would be great for little hands too, because you know the little, and then you could double these 4 by 4 inch squares. You could double them and use them as. All right, I think I'm going to do that. I probably should do one more so that I have 5 and 5, but I'm going to just go with this. And I think what I want to do, hold on, is I might use this color here. And let's see, I got some white, so I'm going to grab some white. And, oh, this is maybe... That'd be fun. All right, hold on a minute, y'all. So I think, what colors do I want to do? Oh, let me think. That's Payne's gray. This is black. All right, I think I'm going to start with, I think I want to do these two here. And then I'll figure out what I'm going to do for the, I'm going to do the arrows. I think I want to do the arrows, y'all. I think it'll be kind of different. All right, so I'm going to pull that off to the side. Let's go ahead and open this up. If y'all are there, I'm not seeing comments now, so any when I get off, I'll go back through and listen to, and read the comments and answer any questions that you have. All right, so this is a 12 by 12 inch canvas panel. It's a Soho canvas panel. I know it's backwards, but we're going to go ahead and let's get this started and see where we go with it. So I think I want to do, let me get my piece of cardboard here, and I cut my boxes up. All right, I'm going to just put a little bit of this on here, and then we're going to also use a little bit of white. And I'm thinking I may put a little bit of periwinkle in here. We'll see. I'm going to probably use up most of this white. All right, and then I'm going to grab a brush, kind of a bigger brush, and I don't know what color I'm going to use yet, y'all. I'm going to get this wet just a little bit, and we're going to come in here, and I'm going to grab a little bit of white and a little bit of this light green, and we are going to just put this all over here. No rhyme or reason with the way that I'm putting it on here. Just kind of lightening it up, getting it a little bit light. And then I'm going to come back and I'm going to get it darker as I'm going to probably come back with my palette knife. And I like this green. It's a pretty green. And then we're going to kind of get it darker in some spots, just to get some variety here. And we'll take, this is going to be our base coat, and then I'm thinking we're going to take this Dragonfly Glaze and we're going to put this over top of it and see what it does for us. I'm going to go with a gold, I think it's blue, violet, and green and gold Dragonfly Glaze. Boy, that's a mouthful. All right, we're going to just grab these sides. And we're going to come on down here. Grab a little bit more white for some variation in our background. I do have a variety of different kinds of backgrounds. Sometimes I'll take a color and like green, and then I'll do like 3 different colors or shades of the green just to get a variety of colors in there. Because what we want when we're painting is we want, anytime we have something different, that's what catches our eye. And so anytime you introduce something different on your background, it's going to help, it's going to draw the attention. And I got more than I need, so I may come back with some lighter. We'll come back, we'll see what happens here, y'all. Not sure. I think I might come with the darker on top with a palette knife. It's kind of giving it a little bit of an ombre effect, not a total ombre. And then we're going to throw some white in here. Pretty simple. Now, if you don't have a multimedia pad, I would highly recommend that you get one. I have 2 different sizes. I have one that is, I think it's 11 by 14, and the other one is just a 9 by 12 or something like that. And what that does is that gives you a surface to practice on without feeling like you have to end up with a finished product. And that's a great place to practice with. All right, here we go. All right, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go with this. I like this. And then I'm going to come back with some darker on top. I'm going to dry this, and then I'm going to put some darker highlights on this. But I want to make sure and that it's dry. Okay, you like that? It's pretty, huh? All right, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to put my brush in the water. We're going to dry it, and then we're going to come back over this. With the palette knife and add just a little bit of darker to the, oh, and I might throw some of this in here too, the light blue violet. Grab a palette knife. I think I'll use this one here. These are fun to work with. And then after we do the palette knife, we'll do the Dragonfly Glaze. I don't know why I haven't had a hard time saying that. The Dragonfly Glaze on top of that. Oh, I forgot that we've got to do all of these other little, oh, I need my, I'll just have to get another brush. All right, so let's come in here, and I'm going to take, and I'm going to just kind of scrape this across here. It's kind of fun to do. I want to get some of this periwinkle color in here too. Give it a third color. All right, let me throw, I want to throw some of this and just scrape this. All right, let's get a little bit of this in here. And then I think what we'll do is we'll make it like the X's, this dark color, and the O's kind of this purplish. I think this will be kind of fun. This is kind of more of a girlish board. If you've got boys and you want to have like a travel board, you may want to try some different colors other than. I think I want to throw some gold in here too, y'all. Trying to get this to go in different directions. I guess I could turn the board so it doesn't look like it's going all the same direction. Kind of fun to work with this palette knife. Gotta get one on the corner there. So I've got kind of 3 different colors here. Now, let's see, green. You want to be careful with mixing the green and the purple because you could come up with like a muddy color because you've got all 3 primary colors in that. All right, this is what we got, y'all. What do you think? It's going to be a Tic Tac Toe board. Right, I'm going to grab that. I'm going to grab a little bit more of this green. And then I'm going to do the Tic Tac Toe. All right, I like that. Should we throw some gold in here? kind of flatten this out. I feel like we should throw some gold in here. I'm not sure what the Dragonfly Glaze is going to do. But let's do it. I've got some gold, so let me grab a little bit of this gold. Just a smidgen. Whoops, or a lot. Didn't need quite that much. Oh well. I'm going to throw some gold in here, y'all. I love to add gold to it. Now I could have put a gold leaf on here because I bought some of that not too long ago, and that would be fun, wouldn't it? All right, I'm gonna have to stuff this back in my bottle because I just wasted a whole bunch of that. This would have been a good time to try the gold leaf, but here we are. I'll do it on another one. All right, so now we got a little bit of gold in here. What do you think? I like it. I like it. I like it. All right, we're going to dry this, and then we're going to put the Dragonfly Glaze on top of this. I think that's going to do it. One more gold. I don't know. You can't have too much gold, can you? I guess it depends on who you ask. Ooh, I like that. All right, look at that. See the gold? What do you think? All right. I may go... I may take my finger and go along the edges. This is kind of like one of my new favorite. All right, let me wipe that off. And we're going to dry this, and then, you know, I don't know where this is going to go with the Dragonfly Glaze because I've never tried it before, but we're going to give it a shot. And then I'm going to take the Tic Tac Toe and I'm going to stencil that on here. Not sure why I'm not getting comments tonight, but that's okay. I'll go back and answer any questions that y'all have when I'm done. All right, there we go. So we've got that. Let me wipe this off. So that my palette knife is nice and clean. You don't want it to stick to it. All right, let's try this. I think I want to do, there was a color that I had picked. All right, this is violet, blue, green. No, I wanted one that had gold in it, whichever one I was looking at. Blue, green, gold shift. I think that's it. And this is full spectrum. That's not it. That's definitely not. And this one has purple, violet, blue, green. Violet, blue, green. I want the one that has the gold in it, I think. Blue, green, gold. All right, let's try the blue, green, gold. Because I don't think I want to add red to this. And I think that the way to do this, all right, let's shake it. I'm gonna get another brush and we're gonna just go over this and see what happens, y'all. Let me get my little poker thing. We'll open this up. Okay, we're going to shake that, and we are going to add this to another piece of cardboard. I'll put just a little bit on here. This is supposed to be a glaze. Oh, this is interesting. Huh. Okay. It's definitely, I guess it's going to dry clear. We're going to find out here in a minute, y'all. Let's see what happens. We may not need it, but oh gosh, this is thick. Look at it coming out in bubbles. All right, there we go. All right, let's see what we got here. Here we go. It's kind of like adding glitter to the top, I guess. So this whole board is going to be shiny. Huh. This is interesting. A little bit, it doesn't seem to go as far as I'd like for it to. I'm going to just keep going across. So this whole board is going to shimmer by the time I'm done. Probably didn't need, oh my gosh, y'all, this is kind of cool. Yeah, this is going to take a lot more than I thought. All right, so I'm not convinced until, I'll see when it dries, but I'm not convinced that, because this stuff wasn't cheap. It was like $3.50 a bottle or something like that, and it doesn't go very far. But it's pretty. I'll have to say, it is pretty. It just kind of shimmers the whole board. I probably should have waited until I got the Tic Tac Toe Board on here, because that's going to be flat on top of this. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. All right, I need, where did it go? Oops, which one is it? I got 6 of them up here. I need the one that's got gold in it. Blue, green, gold. This is really shiny. I will say I like that part of it. You can see, can you see the, I don't know if you can see the shimmer on it or not. All right, here we go. You definitely don't want to waste it because it's not cheap. Not for a little bottle like that. All right, here we go. Kind of like a glue-like clear glaze. Wow, I do like it. I don't know if I'm gonna do, I thought I was gonna do the O's and the X's, but I don't know if I'm gonna do that since it doesn't go very far. Oh boy, I love this board. Wow. All right, so if you've got a special project, I definitely recommend it because it is gorgeous. Oh my goodness. I mean, it really kicked everything up quite a bit. As Emerald the chef would say, it kicked it up a notch. All right, let me see where I missed in the light here. And I got to come over here. Oh gosh, y'all, this is gorgeous. Might be worth the $3.59 for the, and that was on sale. I think that was 40% off. Wow, I'm liking this. Okay, I think I found a new favorite. I won't use it all the time, but I do like, and it does dry clear. All right, I don't know if y'all are going to be able to, can you see that? It is gorgeous. You can't really tell. Y'all can't see it, like it is really pretty. All right, I just want to make sure that I hit all the spots. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Okay, I'm gonna put this in my, I'm gonna put that in my water, and then I'm gonna come back over here, and I think I'm gonna put that off to the side to dry. And now what we have to do is we have to paint all of these. And I'm gonna do these in, whoops, in two colors. I'm gonna do them in the periwinkle and the green. So we're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 5 of them in one color and 4 in the other. So let me get another brush. Oops. And let's see which one I want to use. I think I'll use this one here. I like the filbert brushes. All right, here we go. I'm going to take, and I'm going to do, we'll do a little bit of green and white. We'll cover this. And you know, you don't even have to put O's and X's on them if you just paint your little pieces different colors. All right, so I got an idea. I think I'm gonna throw a little bit of gold in here. All right, let me get the sides. Well, I've got to do 5 of these. And then we're gonna, I'll come back and put a little bit of gold in here on top. All right, let me get this. Okay, we're gonna put that one off to the side. I need some more white. And same thing, we're gonna do a little bit of white, a little bit of this green. Now, I also have a pattern for a checkerboard, which I think will be fun. All right. All right, let me get this over here. A little bit of white. And I'm not going to put the Dragonfly Glaze on these. And we're going to just kind of add a little bit of dark in there. All right, here we go. Going with another one. I hit that purple, that's not good. And we're going to just go around these edges. Shouldn't take us that long to get this done. And then what we're going to do is we're going to stencil the X's and the O's on here. And it's going to be an essential stencil that I'm going to be using. Whoops, got this all over my hands. Okay, put that one off to the side. I don't want them all exactly the same, but I want them pretty similar. Very good. All right, let me get this off my hands. All right, again, we're going to come in here, a little bit of white. these corners here. I probably should have put some gloves on, y'all. Okay. This one looks like it needs a little something. Just a little bit darker because the others are kind of darker. All right, one more green one, and then we're going to do the purple. And it looks like I'm going to use just the right amount of paint too, y'all. How about that? Boy, I lucked out with that, didn't I? All right, here we go. Get the sides. Get a few kind of splashes of the darker green on there. Okay, so this is what we have. 1, 2, 3. I think I want a little bit of darker on this one. And I may come back and add a little bit of gold on this green. I think that would be pretty. All right, there's that one. Let me make sure I got all the corners and sides. Whoops, I missed that one. So good thing I checked. Okay. This corner here. Before I put my brush away, all right, and we'll go around this side. Once I put my brush in my water, I don't want to get it back out because it'll be all wet. Okay, all right, we got those. Now we're going to go with, all right, let me put this in here. I may have to clean it anyway. All right, we're going to go ahead and see if I have another. I guess I could use this one here. All right, we're going to bring this periwinkle in here. This is actually called light blue violet. And I'm going to grab some more white. And I'm going to come and use this palette over here so that I don't stick it. All right, come on. And I think we're going to end up with having just the right amount of paint, y'all. All right, here we go. Going for the periwinkle and the white. Ooh, that's kind of heavy-handed. And that's going to match the this periwinkle on the board. Oops. Kind of wet. Okay, little swirl on that. Come over here and pick up a little bit of this. I want to give them a little bit of variation so that they're not exactly the same. Throw a little bit of white in here to give it a little bit of reflection. Okay. Y'all, that one doesn't show up very well, but it's kind of neat looking. All right, my hands are a mess. Should have put gloves on. All right, 2 more. I'm going to do this periwinkle in white. It doesn't take long to do. Now, these, if you get these little canvas panels, you know, the little 4 inches, I'd probably recommend the 3-inch ones because they'll fit inside those squares. The kids could, your grandkids, your children, your neighbors, you're at a school. This is pretty. Okay, I'm going to put that one down. And one last one. I think I want to add some gold to this. I'm pretty sure I do. Because I want to use up the gold that's on my palette. Okay. I think I'm going to throw some gold in here. Okay, I've used up pretty much the periwinkle. Make sure that I've got all the sides. That one looks good. This one looks good. Boy, this one's got a lot of paint on it. We'll have to dry these. Okay, and that one. And I think I want to add a little bit more darkness to this one. We're going to dry these, and then I think I'm going to add a little bit of gold on top. I want to layer the gold. All right, I think that's it for there. Let's see what we got. Oops, this one needs a little bit there. Okay, so those are our colors for our X's and our O's. Package. So I'm going to have 5 of one color and 4 of another. And you're really not going to need the 9 anyway. Let's see what happens. I think I definitely want to throw some gold on here. And then I'm going to do the X's and O's in black. And I'm going to do the board in black also. All right, this is getting dry. be a cute gift to give at a birthday party. Good craft to make. The kids could, you know, make like a, hang on, like a variety of different boards and take them home with them. Kind of like a, what do I want to say, like a party activity. This would be more for girls than boys. Boys aren't going to want to, not all boys are going to want to sit and paint. All right, so here we go. So we got these. So now what I want to do is I'm going to take this extra gold that I have. And I'm not quite sure how I want to put this on here. Maybe a dry brush. No. Let's go with the palette knife again, y'all. Let's go with the palette knife. See what we get. I think I want this one. This is a little bit, this is a little skinnier. All right, here we go. Here we go. So we got just a little bit of gold on here, not a whole lot. And I'm going to do these. I'm going to put gold on. I'm going to put gold on the periwinkle ones too. Now I bet if you wanted to invest the money in it, I bet that that Dragonfly Glaze would be pretty on it too. Just put that over the top. But I'm going to go with this. Just kind of adding a little bit of sparkle to it. I think I'm still going to have plenty of this gold left because a little bit of this goes quite a long ways. Just kind of putting it on here and then scraping it off, letting it get down into the nooks and crannies. See what I got? Yeah, y'all see that? And then I think I need a spot right here. Maybe some on the corners. Okay. And then we're going to take and we're going to put the X's and the O's on top of this. All right, here we go. I'm going to do some on here. Whoops. I have been known to drop it in the other color paint. Okay, we're almost there. There's one. There's the purple and gold. Take a little bit of this. Okay. And then we got two more. There's another one. See if I can get it to shine for y'all. There we go. And then one last one. and that one there. All right, so now let me wipe my palette knife off. Still have a little bit of gold left, but I used up most of it. I'm going to put that up there. All right, so now the last thing that we have to do is we're going to put the stencil on here. All right, let me get the stencil. I don't need any more white paint, so I'm going to throw that away. And I think we decided that we're going to put, so what do y'all think? Should we put the arrows on here or just the traditional? I'm going to do this in black. Oops, I didn't check to make sure it's dry. It's dry. I think I want to do the arrows. Just to have something different. Let me move these out of the way. Oops. I have to do a touch-up on that side. All right, here we go. So this is, y'all, I'm going to tell you what. I don't know if you can see this or not. Oh, you really can't. Maybe right there. Can you see that? The reflection. You really can't see it. It's really pretty. That's the Dragonfly Glaze is what it's called. All right, let me get this lined up. And let me get some tape. My hands, I got paint everywhere. All right, let me just get a small piece of tape. And I'm going to get some black lamp. Get another piece of cardboard. And this is going to be, it's not going to take much. Doubt I'll use all of that. All right, and then the brushes that I like to use are the Essential Stencil. I like this is the 1/2" brush. It's one of my favorites. And let me get the tape out of the way. All right, here we go. And then after we do the board, we're going to do the all right. You're going to load your brush, oops, and then offload your brush. You load your brush and then you offload. You don't want any big clumps. All right, here we go. Here we go. And just go right over top of this. Get a little bit more paint. All right, here we go. Going down the pike here. I'm going to load and then I'm going to offload. I'm going to come in here just with a light touch. Like I said, this is an Essential Stencil stencil. It's one of their newer ones that they came out with. I'll put my code up at the top or in the comments. It's Nothing Is Wasted. 3 words, but no spaces. And it'll give you an additional 10% off. And Essential Stencil has free shipping this month, so it's a good month to get whatever you want. And then if you forget something, you can go back and make another order. I really like their company. They have, one of the things that brought me to Essential Stencil was their scriptures and their fonts. I really like the way the fonts that they put in their scriptures. It's really pretty. All right, so maybe this won't be so bad. I was thinking I probably should have done the diamond glaze Should have put this on here and then done the diamond glaze, but it may be okay. We'll see. Well, it is what it is, right? All right, here we go. The back side of this arrow. Not diamond glaze, dragonfly glaze. I keep saying diamond glaze. It's dragonfly, because you know, you think about the iridescent look of dragonfly wings. It's kind of what it looks like. All right, here we go, y'all. I think we'll be done in about 10 minutes on this, at the most. Maybe not even that long. All right, let's get this on here. See what we got. All right, let's check it out. All right, we're going to check this out. Holy Toledo. Oh my goodness. I love it. What do y'all think? Oh my gosh, you can't see all the glittery and all of that. Okay, so that one's good. We're going to put this off to the side. Wow. Oh my goodness. I love that. That is so cool. Okay, so this is number one. Let me put this back behind me. All right, now we're going to come in here and we're going to do we want X's, more X's, or more O's? What do y'all think? I think I'm going to do, let's see. I think I want the O's to be green. What did I do with my O's? There they are. I think I want the O's to be green and the X's to be purple. So I'm going to have, the O's are going to have extra O's. All right, here we go, y'all. Again, we're going to come in here, we're going to load, and then we're going to offload. And I'm going to just, you don't have to do this, but just because I'm moving, and I just want to make sure that this doesn't slip while I'm doing this. I'll just take a piece of painter's tape and we're going to put it on here. And I'm going to just stack these up for right now so that I have more space. All right, here we go, y'all. Now, this one doesn't have the diamond glaze on it. Dragonfly glaze. All right, let me make sure this is straight. All right, here we go, y'all. Here's our first O. All right, there's one. Okay, there's our first O. Going to load and offload. Here's our second O. Oops, that one's a little crooked. Hold on. Here we go. All right, here we go. And I'm going clockwise and then counterclockwise. And that way I get everything, all the edges really well and everything. Okay, there's number two. Okay, there's number two. I can't stack them after I get it on here. All right, and then we're going to load our brush, and then we're going to offload it. I'm going to hold that center part because I want to move just a little bit. So I'm going to hold it steady. All right, that's number three. And then we're going to load. And y'all saw what very little amount of paint it took. All right, here we go. I'm going to hold this down. I go counterclockwise and clockwise. it up. Number 4. And then one more. Put a little bit of paint on here. We're going to load and offload. And hold this down. Ooh, that one kind of bled. All right, and that one, ooh, that was not good. All right, let me wipe this off the back. Should have done that. Oh well. That one looks terrible. I may have to paint over that one. We'll see. All right, now let's do the X's. Let's bring the X's in here. Get the O's out of the way. We're only going to do 4 of these. And I'm going to need just a tiny bit more, not much. All right, here we go. All right, I'm going to hold this in place, and I'm going to offload. Here we go. All right, 1. There's an X. A little bit on the back side. All right, number 2. Make sure I'm in the screen. I'm going to load and offload. The reason why you offload is so that you don't get too much paint and push it underneath the stencil, which will cause bleeding. All right, there we go. There's another X. And then I'm checking, make sure that I don't, when I put this down, that I don't have any paint on the back side of that X, the stencil. All right, loading and offloading. All right, this X and one more, y'all, and we will be done. Okay, there we go. And one more. Now, when I go to clean these, I'll just use, I've got a Chalkator board eraser that I use, and just, I'll go over that with water and a board eraser, and this will come right off of here. All right, there we go. That's what we got there. All right, one more, and then we'll be done, and then I'll show you what we have. And then I'll get my hands washed too. I know my hands are a mess. All right, gonna make sure I don't have too much paint on there. Here we go. Okay. And one more X. All right, so we're gonna put this over here. I'm going to put my O's over here. All right, let me dry them, and then, all right, I'm going to put this brush in my water. I've got a couple that bled because I put too much paint on there. I may want to take and fill in these bridges so that there isn't a break in the O. All right, let me grab a small brush and a little bit of paint. And I'm going to fill in these O's right in here. Just so you don't see. All right, I like that better. All right, see what I did is I just filled in the O's, filled in those bridges. And it just looks a little bit more finished. And I don't have a whole lot, just like I offloaded my brush when I stenciled, I'm offloading my brush so that I don't have a big glob of paint. I want the paint to be about the same consistency when I fill this in. Okay, there's one. See what I'm doing? I'm just filling that O in so that there aren't, this one looks terrible. I haven't decided what I'm going to do about this one yet. I don't know if I'm going to paint over it or what, but I'm going to show you here in a minute. See how jagged the O is? It's pretty bad. All the others look good, but that one doesn't. So Essential Stencil has, the first brush that I use are the mini, M-I-N-I brushes, as in small. And then the brushes that I'm using now are called the detail brushes, and they help to fill in the bridges and stuff like that. All right, so this is what we have. These are our O's. This will dry, and you won't be able to tell the difference. All right, brush in the water, and I don't know, I may end up just keeping that one out. This one's like really bad. Keeping that one out and only having 4 of each, but we'll see. All right, y'all, so let me bring the board back in here. What did I do with it? Here it is. Let me make sure that this is dry. I do like this. Okay, so if you want to play, let's put this on here. Play a quick game of Tic Tac Toe. And go this way and that way. And we put this one here and that one there. And now we need, I'm not gonna win, so we're gonna put it here. And there we go. So there we go, y'all. Our Tic Tac Toe board. This is from Essential Stencil. A lot of fun. And I think you could very easily get away with the 3-inch panels. So I used 4-inch panels, and I used some Dragonfly Glaze, and this is what we have. Okay? Thanks for joining me. I'm Julie with Nothing is Wasted Designs, and I hope y'all have a great night. I love you, and Jesus loves you more. Bye, y'all. I'll be back on Monday. I won't be on tomorrow, but I'll be back on Monday. Have a great night. Bye.